sneakers, and the show don't look like cowboy boots. And that ain't rock and roll you're playing. Daddy show ain't country or rhythm and blues. You're singing a song about making love to your drummer. Well, gay guitar pickers don't turn me on. And we don't all get into Donna Summer. Do you happen to know any old Hank Williams song? 'Cause you see, I'm a dinosaur. I should have died out a long time before. How pity on a dinosaur. Hand me my hat, excuse me, man, but where's the door?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Good holiday weekend. Daniel Adami's in the house. Rican Trucker. Man, I hadn't called you, but I ain't forgot. And my phone ain't rang neither, hint, hint. But anyhow, Snorlord, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. Hank Jr. Well, I hope everybody had a good holiday weekend. I was missing in action for about a week on YouTube, but I took most of the week off. Kaislyn, what's going on? Ain't seen you in a while. Ain't heard from you. Hope everything's worked out. Yep, I did go camping there. We left Gats. I loaded the Monday after Gats over in Dallas. Beeline straight to Georgia. Unloaded Tuesday evening and was home first thing Wednesday morning. And when we went camping Thursday down to Panama City. Came home Sunday. Gear grabber, it ended up not so bad. I do have probably, well, I don't know exactly, but I got quite a few nails in the floor, but it's not as bad as I was thinking. It's not quite as bad as I was thinking. I don't think that they went all the way through. I can't see any poking out the bottom, so I'm thinking I might be okay. Burger's in the house. But yeah, so we went camping for Labor Day. Went down to Panama City and came home Sunday because my wife had to work Monday. Steve, screw a safety vest. Those things are sweat boxes is what they are. They're sweat boxes. You should get paid extra for going to a shipper or receiver and having to wear it, because I consider that torture tape. That's a torture vest. But anyway, my wife had to work Monday, so we had to come home Sunday, and I just spent the day Monday at home with the kids, and since they were out of school and she had to work. And then we got back on the road yesterday and did a load. I'm going to start, Steve. I'm going to start. Hey, does this shipper or receiver require safety vests, hard hats, safety glasses, long sleeves, pants, burlap coats? If so, I need an extra $50. But we got on the road yesterday and took a load out of Georgia up here to, where did I go? Oh, Pageland, South Carolina. Got a pretty good rate on a nearly load of air going up to Pageland, South Carolina. And now we've reloaded and we are headed to Iowa. Be out in Iowa on Friday. I like going to Iowa if people haven't picked up on that. seem to do pretty good in and out of Iowa on the rate. I remember that, Daniel. I remember that. Now, I will say that I have a vest that has a pocket on the front, and it does come in handy for, a phone or a pen or whatnot, but free is free. And the other trucker, James Best, doesn't normally turn his nose up at free, so I was kind of shocked there. Burger, I don't know, man. I don't know. The dollars just don't make sense for me. Dollars don't make sense for me. And yes, Steve, I should charge extra for nails. I should. I got a hair hanging off the tip of my cap. It was in my eye. Caught my attention. How about that? Useless rambling. That piece of information. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good holiday weekend. And I hope everybody was able to take some time during the holiday weekend to rest up. Rest up, recharge the batteries. Burger. But hope everybody rested up, recharged the batteries, because the fall blitz is about to be on. If you're in a percentage setup, either at a mega carrier where you're pulling their freight on a percentage basis, or in the spot market, the money season is almost upon us. Almost upon us. I was at a mega retailer today, big box store distribution center, and their yard was absolutely overflowing with trailers. Overflowing. There was trailers parked in ditches. There was trailers parked in front of trailers. There was trailers parked in front of the dock doors that I guess are not being used at the moment. There was trailers everywhere, to the point that it was almost a little difficult to navigate the yard to get to the dock doors. It was a sign that the peak season is almost here. Christmas, Thanksgiving, fall, winter, all of that is nearly upon us, and it is about to boom off. So if you're here to make the money, the money season is almost here, in my opinion and from my experience. Mid to late September until about a week or two before Christmas is go, grab and get it. So it's about here, and I'm looking forward to it. But anywho, I didn't really have anything particular funny, interesting, agitating, irritating that I felt like I needed to talk about. But I was bored. Yes, Steve Burger. It was the great Coca-Cola. All right, new steers? I thought your steers were good. But I do recall that there was a certain birthday tomorrow, right? Am I thinking correctly? Tomorrow? So it sounds like you made it. Today, okay. I thought 6th, but 5th. So I was off. Yes, Coca-Cola is the only way to go. Take the Pepsi and pour it in a toilet. I agree, Daniel. I agree wholeheartedly. Let me tell you how you make Pepsi, all right? Pepsi should be one of the, I know that they're a big company and have lots of money, But they should have endless amounts of cash, because they should be able to get their product made for free. All they'd have to do is buy Coca-Cola. But the way you make a Pepsi, I got you. Yep, let them do it. But the way you make a Pepsi is you take a Coke and you open it, take a sip or two out of it, and then put the lid back on and forget about it. And a day or two later, when it's all flat and disastrous, you have a Pepsi. Tastes pretty close. And that's about how you make a Pepsi. I like a wild cherry Pepsi every now and then, but usually before the bottle's even over, it's done turned to shit or crap. And I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. I like Mountain Dew. That's right, nailed it. Coke and sweet tea. And I don't mean sweet tea to most people. Sweet tea is at least 2 cups, preferably 3 cups of sugar to a gallon. You can stomach 2 cups to a gallon. I can stomach that. Oh, come on, Daniel. Now, I do like Mountain Dew. I prefer Mellow Yellow if I had a choice between the two, but I like Mountain Dew. It's okay. I ended up. Oh yeah, Coke is good for battery acid. It will eat that away, which is a little disturbing, but I just try not to think about that as I'm drinking it. It's still yummy. Had kind of a crazy day. Pretty crazy day all the way around. I know this is a change of the subject, but I had a crazy day. Crazy day. It just didn't go smoothly. You know, I think Steve calls them those all right, Burger. All right, I may have to take you up on that. I don't know. The rates might entice me one day. Yeah, Daniel, I try not to think about it. That's right, nailed it. That's right. Just don't think about it. Close your eyes. Enjoy it. Stu Manchu, what's going on? But I had one of Steve's video game days today. Just seemed like spinning the wheels. Unload took longer than expected. Then you hustle and get over to the next shipper, and you get there just on time, and they are dragging around a little bit, not crazily, but just dragging around. Salty Pirate, what's going on? Then they put a bunch of nails in my floor, nailed in some boards to secure the load, even though I had tons of straps. They said they couldn't use that, had to put nails and boards down. So that was nice. And then finally got out of the shipper and got held all up in traffic. Unsweetened tea? That is sacrilege. I'm taking your wrench away. Unsweetened tea? Oh. Lord, please help Steve. Please help him. He's gone and done an unthinkable thing. Please. All right, I said a prayer for you. Michael P. We stayed at what was the name of the place? Emerald Coast RV Resort. No, I mean it wasn't far to the water. There's not a campground in Panama City proper or Panama City Beach that's on the water. Now I think that there's one in Mexico Beach that's across the highway from the water. But in Panama City, there's not one that has beach access from the campground. We stayed at one that was off of Front Beach Road. If you're familiar with Panama City, if you're on Front Beach Road headed east back toward Panama City, Front Beach Road makes a left kind of a turn away from the beach and heads towards Panama City. Just as soon as you make that turn, you go about a half a mile or a mile, and there's another little side road that you turn off of, and that's where the campground was at. It was super nice, all paved lots, picnic tables on the sites, full hookups, had 2 pools, bathhouses. We actually had another family that went with us and stayed in our camper with us. They don't have a camper, but are kind of thinking about it, and so they went with us to kind of get the gist of the whole camping thing. And so it was 8 of us in our camper, and it was still okay. Our camper will sleep 10, so we had 8 in there, and it was fine. But with 1 bathroom in a camper, it just made sense. Our site was directly next to one of the shower houses, and they had individual little, I mean, it was really kind of just like a shower to truck stop. We all know what those are. That's how the bathhouses were laid out at this one. And so we kind of just, some of us were showering in the camper, one at a time. And some of us, no crickets at this location. No crickets. These were nice bathhouses. These are probably the nicest bathhouses I've seen in a campground. I mean, they had tile everywhere, granite things. It was really, really nice setup. And the campground was not crazy expensive. I mean, we're still on peak time, peak season rates. And it was only $65, $70 a night for full entire hookup. And if you're into camping at all, the more amenities they have, the more they charge per night. And to have full hookup, cable, the pools and everything like that, that was a good site, and I mean a good campground and a good rate. And it was close. It wasn't far. It was literally maybe a 5-minute drive to a public beach access, and it was good. Yes, Steve, I agree that you do. I agree. I'm lost on the whole conversation that Daniel is having here as well, but that's okay. Grabber, you still got the same one? Did you ever end up doing any more looking at a new one? You still got the same one y'all had last year? I hear you. Yours is a 5th wheel though, right? Isn't that how you were able to tandem pull that boat? Okay. Yeah. Are you going down there, or is your parents? Are you going to be running out of Florida during the winter? Or is that your parents' deal and you're taking it down for them? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, Rican's got a good idea. Salty Pirate, you've got a truck. I see. I'm reading your comment here. You've got a truck, no trailer. Do you have the ability to buy a trailer? Okay, gear grabber. I wasn't in the spot market last winter to know how that's going to go, but I know that right now, South Georgia is not looking very good. Trying to get out of there. Yep. Some of the rates I was quoted. Now let me preface that by saying that I was still able to get a good rate. I still able to get. Let me back up on that. Salty Pirate. That's not necessarily a problem because Juan, what's going on? Yeah, East Point's in Atlanta. On new trailers. Yeah, the shorts. I'm getting off on 3 different subjects here. Yeah, I did a short one to South Carolina and was able to get a good rate. And then I'll hop out of there, blah, blah, blah. So I haven't had to do that in the past. I've been able to find that nugget to Ohio or whatever. I wasn't able to do that this time. Salty Pirate, you don't necessarily need any money if you've got decent credit and you already have a tractor financed. I know Steve, we were all able to get new trailers, no money down. I used BMO Financial. Steve can tell you who he used if he wants to, but I bought a brand new trailer with no money down. So usually on new equipment, it's easier to get it with no money down than used equipment. Bottom of Lake Okeechobee. Lord, you go way down there, don't you? Jeez Louise. Yes, that's right. BMO Harris Bank. That's the old GE Capital. That's right. And they're the corporate rep that is in my area is, and he's in McDonough, or maybe Stockbridge, Georgia. Stockbridge. His name is Jason Bradford, and he is a super nice guy. I've had many long conversations, mostly about trucking finance, but just some random conversations too. And super nice guy, willing to help you as much as he can. And of course, he's willing to help you because they're going to make money, and he's going to make a commission on a loan. But he seems to be an honest person who is a nice guy. But yeah, so just because you don't have a whole lot of cash flow doesn't mean you can't get a new trailer. Now the challenge the challenge will be finding the trailer. That will be the challenge. Finding a new trailer at this point of the year may be very difficult. That would be your legwork that would have to be done. But if you've got decent credit and you're already established with the truck that you're driving now, if you're financed on that, and it's a a regular finance deal that's on your credit, you might be able to get a trailer with no money down. So don't, that might be something you want to look into. If you want to, send your resume or an email to safety@liketrucking.com and tell them who you are, and they can get you an application to fill out and see if it's even a possibility. It never hurts to find out. It never hurts to run it, and see. So if you want to do that, that's an opportunity. There's other opportunities out there if this one is not one, but don't discredit the fact that you can't get don't accept the fact that you can't get a trailer, because you might be surprised how it's not as hard as you think. A lot of places I talked to wanted commercial credit for at least 12 months. That might be the case with some, but I bought this truck in October, financed it with BMO Harris Bank. Prior to that, I had SFI lease, which did nothing for me. And in March, I bought this trailer with BMO, no money down. So I guess, what is that? October, November, December, January, February, March, 5 months. And I was actually approved on it in February. I did the deal in February and then just had to wait for the trailer to be built and get it to the dealer. So actually, after about 4 months of being with BMO, they financed me on a brand new trailer. So some banks may be a little more difficult to deal with, but some are not. And Berger's got a good point. If you don't have the ability to get a trailer, I would almost think about Schneider as an option, because listen, I don't view it as being very smart to rent a trailer for $150 a week. You're paying a new trailer payment that you will never own. And chances are you're renting a non-new trailer. Sometimes you will be, sometimes you won't, depending on the company. You may be renting an old trailer that may or may not give you problems. That's easily changed, Salty Pirate. And so you're just paying $600 a month to pull their old trailer around. You'll never own that trailer. I don't see that as a smart thing. Salty Pirate, all you got to do is, if yeah, it may not be as easy as everybody thinks, and even I think sometimes, to just change an address on a few things. But there you go. There's the answer right there from the man who's got the answer. So see, Jeff, is the application on liketrucking.com, or do they just need to email you at safety@liketrucking? I forget the specifics. Yeah, okay, so it's on the website. So Salty Pirate, go to liketrucking.com, and there'll be a link there on the website for an application. Fill that out, and it'll go directly to Jeff. And then the process will go from there. So see, never say never. That might be an opportunity. Juan said, God bless LA. I always wonder why everyone talks bad about driving down here. I wouldn't know. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I can't comment because I've never been to California and don't plan to go. Don't feel that I don't feel that I have a necessity to go there. Yeah, so see, Jeff's got it. If somebody needs a trailer, they just get a different percentage. And that's to me the way to go. Because I wouldn't want to be paying rent on someone else's trailer and then also get a lesser cut. That doesn't seem to make sense. I know that there's some companies out there that do that. That seems like taken from two places. But, you know, just like at the pumpkin patch, you pull their trailer, you get, you know, or at Landstar, they give you a little more percentage if you got your trailer. You pull theirs, you get a little less percentage. Seems reasonable. They're providing the equipment. They keep a little more of the cut. It's not rocket science to me. That's right. That's right, Jeff. So, Pale Rider, what's going on? City of Commerce. I actually saw some loads when I was at the pumpkin patch that went to the City of Commerce, California. I thought it was funny that the name Kimosabi, what's going on, man? I thought it was funny that the name of the town was it was called City of Commerce. Like, I don't know. That seemed a little odd. Like, the proper name of Atlanta would be City of Atlanta. They mention my name, they'll charge you double. All right. That's their cut plus me. Yeah, right. California is a swear word. That is correct. That is correct. I agree with that 100%. Sorry, Juan. Sorry, Juan. I'm sorry, but I agree. Swear word. You need to move. We talked about that, though. You need to move. You need to move. Right-minded people in California just need to move and leave them weirdos to themselves. And if I offended you by saying that, bye. I saw that, Pale Rider. That alternator put a whooping on you, didn't it? That is some craziness. That is some craziness. No, Juan. Well, yeah, the people in it and the gun laws. Well, I mean, what else is there? I mean, the people in it are the major problem, and there's a whole heck of a lot of them. A whole heck of a lot of them. Plus, you just need to move to the southeast and get you some of this good old humidity. It's good for your skin. Big money in PA. Yeah, that's what he says. Big money in PA. I don't live in PA, though. I don't want to just stay there. I don't want to just stay there. And for people that are coming and going to and from PA, it's big money going in and horrible money going out, so it evens out to a wash. And I'd rather even out to a better wash and just stay in the Midwest. I go back and forth to Iowa from Ohio and Indiana and Tennessee, and do better than doing an in and out of Pennsylvania at an average of $2 a mile or $2.25 a mile. Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, though. You live over there, so you know all the places to go that are good, that are bad. the roads to take, how to get around the toll road, I'm sure, in ways that are not horrible. Well, you don't have to worry about the toll road. See, I would. So that's a benefit being at the Pumpkin and running Pennsylvania a lot, is you don't have to worry about the toll roads. Where that's not the case in the spot market. So that can get very expensive quickly. I mean, I would imagine that it's not a far stretch of the imagination if you were to run heavy Pennsylvania on the spot market. If you were to run heavy Pennsylvania on the spot market, you could have a lot of tolls. I mean, granted, you can sometimes negotiate that in or factor that into the rate. What? Gear Grabber, you need to slow it down. You need to slow it down. 64 miles? I imagine the tongue was hanging out on that ProStar after that. Tomorrow, 16, that's more along the lines of the appropriate workload for the truck. So that's good that you're getting back on. Jeff did 94 miles. Holy moly. I don't even know how that Volvo was able to manage. I mean, 94 miles. You're getting serious about this trucking thing, aren't you? But anyway, I crack jokes because I care, right? Right? So, but anyway, guys, it's 9:40. I'm going to get to bed. I think I can roll out of here about 5 in the morning. There you go, trying to set an example. Don't set the bar too high. You don't want to set the bar so high that people coming on can't clear it and they always think that they're failures. So you need to set it at a nice low level to where everybody can achieve, and succeed. On time, every time. There he goes. Need to set the bar at a nice low level to where everyone can achieve, and then nobody has to feel that they're insignificant or unable to perform the adequate level. Right? But anyway, yep, Burger, good seeing you. Peace out. Be safe. I'm going to get to bed myself. I think I can roll out of here about 5. I need to turn my log back on and see what time I went in the sleeper. And I want to say I can roll 5 hours to go 94 miles. Woo, buddy. That is smoking. But anyway, so y'all be safe. Be careful. And remember, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And we will see y'all later.